Hello, my name is Chad Benson. I'm a third semester radio broadcasting student at NAIT. We're just finishing our final semester up, and we're done here in like 2-3 days. It's pretty ridiculous. But one of our assignments that we're supposed to do is we're supposed to learn a new skill. For me, I have chosen to learn sign language after an encounter where I was doing a news story, and I met a gentleman, and I was trying to do a streeter, which is just, you know, talking heads. You go out on the road, you find somebody to talk to, and they answer your question, whatever it may be. Now, I approached this guy. I was like, hey, I think I was writing a story about Paul McCartney. They just announced his concert coming to Edmonton. So I went up to him and I was like, hey, man, you got a second to answer a question? And he turned back. This guy is deaf. I don't know what to do. So I did what any smart person would do. I turned around and ran away. And then I instantly felt guilty about it, and I was like, oh, no! What do I do? And then the day later, our teacher, Lamia, gave us the assignment, so I decided that, you know what, I'm going to do exactly what I shouldn't have done, and I'm going to learn sign language, so if I ever see this guy again, I can be like, hey man, sign, you know? So I'm going to show you some of what I learned right now. So step one with this assignment was, for me, was to learn just some basics. So I learned how to spell my name, and I apologize, everything's reflected, so it will be backwards, so I'm going to try and clarify. So I first learned how to do my name. So it was C H A oh shoot there we go, D. So that spells Chad, which is my name. From there I did learn my last name, which is B E N S O N. Trying to figure out which. There we go. From there, we were supposed to find somebody who can help us learn. So an instructor or a person who is skilled in that subject. For me, I found a first semester student named Kaylee Abraham who took sign language in school. After that, I've learned some more just basics, you know. This one here, I'll back up a little bit to show you how to do this one. This one's hello, so it's just hello. So you take your hand and then you go out, and then this one's goodbye, and this one here is, and then this here is good luck, or also take care. I personally call this one the Fonz. Hey, yeah. So that was step two. Is I found somebody who could teach me some things, and then I learned how to say hello, goodbye. You know, just some basic things like that. From there, I learned, you know, this one here is, I think this one here is dad, and then this one down here is mom, and then grandpa. You do it up here, but then you pull away, and same down here, grandma, something like that. So I learned that, and then I learned some family members. So yeah, that was step two. Basic phrases. So first off, I learned hello, my name, and then I did C H A D B E N S O. Oh no, sorry, that one's O. N. That was what I learned next, was how to spell my to say hello to somebody and then my name. So once again, it was hello, my name, C H A D. That was step three. Hi, sorry, I made a slight error with what I was saying before. I spelled my own name wrong. You know, beginner mistake. I don't know what I did. This here, this is R. This one here is S, so my name is actually C H A D B E N S O N instead of what I was doing. I'm not Ben Ron, I'm Benson. So once again, that's C H A D B. I can never get the E. E N S O N. The next thing that I did learn was some emotions, such as if you are happy, you take your hands and you go up and up. That shows that you're happy. A lot about sign language is in your face expressions, though. So if you want to be happy, like really happy, you got to show it in your face. You'd be like, you know, like really happy. Sad. You take your hands and you go like this down your face, just down your face. And you want to show it in it's all in the eyebrows, according to my expert Kaylee. She says it's all in your eyebrows. So if you're sad, you're just down your face, sad. Anger, it's, you got to be really, if you're really angry, you want to show it in your face, and you take your hands and you scratch down. One of the tips that I read about this one is that to show it, to think about it, think about you're ripping your guts out of anger. And then let's say after that anger, you get really sorry for whatever you did. So from there, you just take it, you make an A or an S with your hand, and then you take it over your heart, and you go in a clockwise motion, just around your heart, and then that one you would show it with your face again. So if you're like really sorry, you're just very sorry for whatever you did. Okay, so the next thing that I learned was how to do my career. So personally, I work in the radio. So I would go I. This means I. This one means me or my. So you point at yourself if you want to say I, and then you go I work. That's where you just take your hands, you make them into the S. So you do that, and then you do this, and you take your dominant hand and you tap your wrist a couple times. You don't want to do it this way, with your palms facing, that one facing upwards. That means sex. So don't do that unless you mean I. Otherwise, it's going to be I sex. And then radio. You want to do I work radio. So I work radio. From there, I also decided I want to tell people that I am learning sign language. So once again, you point at yourself, I, and then learning is where it's like you have your hand and then you grab with your other hand and you take it up and put it in your brain. So it's like you're taking something and you're learning it by putting it in your brain. So I'm learning. And then you can do ASL one of two ways. You can do the letters, so A, S, L, or you can do American Sign Language, which is, this means American, this one means sign, and then this means language. You take your two L's and you pull them apart. So I'm learning American Sign Language. Hi, so I had to change locations, however, still got some more sign language here. Basically, the next, there was a guy I knew in high school, and he always said there's only two things you need to know if you ever go to Mexico. And the first one was, where's the bathroom? But he never told me how to say that one in Mexican, or Spanish, pardon me. Not Mexican, that's not right, it is Spanish. But the other one was, un cervezas, por favor, which is one beer. So, if you ever need to sign language and find a bathroom, all you do is you make an S and then you just shake it. You go shake, 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 and that tells people that you need to use the bathroom. However, and it's all in your face too, so if you really need to go, just get the face on and then they all know. And then the other one that they said is the beer. So one, if you want one beer, and then you need the drink, which is this. You put it to your lips, and then you just spell beer. So B, E, and then if you need to do multiple letters because there's two E's in beer, you go D, D, and then R. So one beer, B, E, E, R. Next thing I learned was, one of my hobbies, and one of my hobbies is watching movies. So just to do, again, you do I, and then this one here is like, you do that, and then you just push away. So I like, this is watching, you know, meet the parents, and the baby, he's watching you. So I like watching, and then this one here is movies. I think it looks like a, pardon me, no, it's actually this hand, sorry. I think it looks like a one of those projector screeners, or one of the things that screens. So I think that's what that means. So I like watching movies. So I've moved locations again, but however, this is just to wrap things up. I know there were some aspects of the project that I didn't quite hit, which include documenting as I go. I didn't really post anything on Facebook or Twitter because it's kind of hard. Sign language is one of those things where you need to be in front of a person at all times to do, and I also don't think I'm at that point where I could have a conversation with some people. I've watched some videos of people conversing in sign language, and they go so fast that I think I would get lost very quickly. So I don't know. I would like to keep learning sign language, maybe take a class, because I know some things, but I don't know enough. So I might actually look into taking a class on sign language when I move back home to do my practicum in this January. But big thanks to my expert Kaylee Abraham for giving me a hand with this project. Big thanks to Lamia for introducing me to such an interesting topic that I could talk about. And I had a lot of fun, so I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. Chad Benson signing out.